You may be wondering, that's not a 3, that's a 4. I probably should have like carved it into a 3 or something, but anyway, it's all I had. So just imagine, use your imagination. And congratulations! You have made it to day 30 of the 30 Days to Ready video series. I'm super proud of you. Okay, even if you've only watched a handful of these, that's more than like 99% of people in the world. And that right there is science. Okay, so first of all, I want you to give yourself a little pat on the back there. Good job. I would hug you and have streamers and get you a cake and everything if I could. As excited as we are, we also need to get a little serious. Hi everyone, Morgan here. This is awesome. I love this series. You guys have been absolutely amazing with this series. I have seen you guys downloading the 30 Days to Ready workbook, and this series is here forever, and I hope that it's really helpful for whoever happens to watch it. And if you guys ever have any questions about anything, please feel free to reach out to me. I also have my website and Instagram and podcast, and I have an app coming up, and I have books and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, let's move on to why you actually clicked on this video. You're not done. Just because we did this whole 30 day series doesn't mean you can just be like, I'm done. Now, if you want to take a few hour break, that's fine. Now, I mean, like if you want to take a day or two break, that's totally fine. I get it. But prepping is not a one and done checklist. Okay. It's not, oh, I stored some food. It's on the shelf. Yay, I'm done. No, it's, hey, I stored some food and now it's time to rotate it. Now it's time to inventory it. Now it's time to continue to practice and move forward, okay? It's a lifestyle. And I will say this over and over and over again. Prepping is a lifestyle. Once you're in prep club, I don't know where I was going with that. Just, you're in the prep club now, so you can't get out, okay? This is a lifestyle. You're in it, that's it. Ongoing maintenance matters because your food will eventually expire. A lot of canned foods, even if it can go past the best by date, some foods will go bad sooner than others. And overall, rotating and having the most freshest food available to you is really the most ideal situation, okay? You should be eating what you store and store what you eat, correct? So supplies expire, gear breaks, and especially when you're brand new, you're buying gear that you think you need, but then you're like, you know what? I want this other gear, okay? Skills fade. Absolutely, it's the skills fade. But not only do skills fade, and we should be practicing regularly, even existing skills that we have, but we should be learning new skills. But not only that, there's so much knowledge to learn. We're at the beginning stages of preparedness, okay? Then there's like the middle, then there's the, it's the, I'm a beginner prepper, and then it's the, oh, I'm getting really excited, I'm starting to maybe grow a garden, and then it's the, I want to live off the grid, I don't want to have anything to do with government or society anymore, right? Okay, it's those levels, all right? I'm about like up here. Disasters, they don't wait for you to be ready. They don't care. They do not care if you're ready. Okay? They don't care if you're ready. Emergencies and disasters happen. Okay? And so it is up to you to take care of your own responsibility and your own life, to be responsible for yourself and your family and your loved ones, and to be prepared. A simple monthly routine can keep you prepared year-round without burnout. And I do say you should be doing one little tiny thing every single day to keep that consistency. When I say one little tiny thing, I mean like go watch a video or read a blog or listen to a podcast. It doesn't have to be like doing something, but sometimes it's like the weight of the world comes down on top of you and you see everything in the news and you're like, oh my gosh, you start getting anxious, right? You know what's going to solve that? Action. Seriously, whenever I'm feeling really anxious or whatever, I take action. I do something. So there's a core monthly prep maintenance plan, and I have that down below in a blog post that you can go see. But there's basically check and rotate supplies, test and maintain gear, update plans and documents, practice and train, and then restock and reassess. Now, not all of these things have to be done every single month. Like you're not going to be updating your bug out bag every month. Like it might be like with the change of the seasons, or like every few months, every couple months, every 6 months, just depending, right? You're not going to be updating your emergency disaster plan every month, right? That's probably going to be maybe every 6 months you're going to take a look at it and see if you need to update it, but practicing skills, rotating stock, taking new inventory or updating inventory, and consistently staying on top of preparedness and preparedness news and things like that. Those are things that should be consistently done. And you can build your own custom plan, okay? And that's information is down below as well. Break it down by weeks or days or months, and just get out a little notebook, like I always say. Use a reoccurring calendar reminder. I always put stuff in my calendar. I'll put like inventory bug out bag every 3 months or something. And so it'll pop up for my calendar. I'll be like, oh yeah, I got to do that. It's really handy. Okay. Just set all the reminders right now. Trust me, your future self will thank you because you were prepared. Match the tasks to your current lifestyle. If you are like an urban family, do that. If you're just like a solo person, match what you need to do for your solo lifestyle, your apartment lifestyle, your family and rural lifestyle. Like match the tasks that need to be done and the preparedness to you and your lifestyle and your situation. Keep it simple and don't add more than you can realistically do. I think that's a really big one. I think a lot of people, because they do feel that anxiety about the world, they want to just pile everything on top of themselves. And that's where the burnout comes. And that's where the overwhelm comes. And that's where the freeze comes from. People get so overwhelmed with everything that they feel they have to do right now in order to be prepared for tomorrow that they just don't do anything. Right? They're like, what's the point, right? But if you take small, consistent steps, you will always be working towards better preparedness, period. Okay? And it's not about being prepared tomorrow, even though emergencies and disasters can strike whenever. It's about that consistency, okay? And just consistently doing a little bit of something every once in a while. So we're not just prepping once, we are maintaining it consistently. Every day you might be doing one little thing of like, oh, today I'm going to practice a skill. And then the rest of the week, maybe I'll just watch a YouTube video every day or something, or I'll read a book or whatever, or I'll print some stuff from online, right? Little tasks that are easily attainable in our busy, busy lives, right? Once a week, you might do something, you might do like a DIY. And then once a month, you're going to do some inventory or something like that. Like, just like, or like once a month, you might do a mock drill or something like that, right? So it's a little bit of action. See, that's a really good example of a plan right there. Your future self will thank you. Even though we're done with this series, this channel is not done. I mean, there's so much to do. So I hope that you're liking, commenting, and please make sure that you subscribe so that you can see all my future videos, because I am bringing that hammer down onto preparedness, and I'm going to make sure that you're prepared for doomsday so that you can be prepared for Tuesday. Let's conquer tomorrow by preparing today. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will talk to y'all in the next video.